So in this video, I will show you how to deploy the Next.js application that we created using Prisma to the Hostinger server. So we will use a subdomain and we also need to have a different plan. So here I can host PHP as well as Node.js applications. Okay, so let's get started and we will install this application on subdomain. So I will show you how to deploy this. So you go to my all websites first, okay, and let's go to a new subdomain. So let's create a new website. Okay, let's click on add website, and you can see we have an option Node.js web app. So let's click on this. Okay, here now let's use my expense tracker or expense tracker app. Just say expense tracker app. Okay, and we will get a subdomain. So I will use this subdomain. Okay, I will click on next. Okay, and I will continue with GitHub. Okay, so now what I will do is I will connect the GitHub account to the Hostinger. So I want to use the repository that is on my GitHub. So this application is pushed onto the GitHub. So let's connect GitHub now to the Hostinger. So we select only, I will select only this one of the repository. So here if I say expense tracker, so you get this expense tracker app. So let's click on install. So now if I go to my Git repository imports, so this is now imported. Now let's select this. Okay, so we need to deploy this application now. So we click on continue. Okay, and now you can see that we have the Next.js framework. Our branches master and node version is 22. And then what we need to do is we need to add the environmental variables. Okay, so here what I will do is I'll just import .env file because I have some environmental variables here. So I'll go to my PC, then I will go to C and JS apps and app folder, expense tracker app folder and .env. I will select this file and you can see my variables are directly imported here. Okay, from the .env file, I'll say finish. Okay, and next what I will do is I will go to deploy. So guys, if you also get the Prisma error when deploying, I've also made a video so you can check that video to resolve that issue. Now, this would deploy the application. This would take some time and it would show me the build logs over here. So you can see that the application is now running and it has generated Prisma client. So I was getting issue earlier over here. So I've fixed this issue and I've also put this issue in one video. So now you can see that my build logs, okay, and it would take some time to deploy it. So let's wait. Okay, and you can see that the deployment has been completed and we can visit the website here. Okay, and you can see that my application is loading now on the subdomain. If I go to all transactions, I can see the all transactions. Okay, and if I go to dashboard, you can see the deployment status that is completed and we don't have any build errors. Okay, now what I will show you is I will also show you how it gets auto deployed on Hostinger. So if I make any changes, push it to the Git and the deployment will start again. So in the deployments tab, you can see this deployment has been started, this commit deployment. So this commit changes has been uploaded. So next what I will do is let's go ahead and add a new route, a new page file. Okay. So if I go to the posts, okay, let's create one more route called as a new folder, and let's say let's name this route as, okay, let's name this as services. So let's say services. Okay, and let's create a page.tsx file and inside this. Okay, and then let's use some dummy data over here. Okay, I've created the services component over here and the page. So now let's go to the local host and see if it is working first. So I will say services and let's see if we get the page. Okay, we can see that a page is loading over here called as services. Okay, now what we will do is we will deploy this. Okay, so I will say git add dot git commit services added for sure region master. Okay, so I'll push these changes and you can see that this is deployed to the server, to the Git, so to the GitHub. Now let's go to the deployment and you can see that the new build is already running. Okay, services added. So this is the build that I made just now and you can see it is getting auto deployed. Okay, so now it will get deployed and then we will also be able to access the services page. Okay, deployment would take some time. It's building the project and the build has been completed. Thank you for watching guys and if you have any queries you can post it into the comments.